We need a palate cleanser clearly for all of this fucking nonsense, right? So let's have some good news. My understanding is that this is fairly fresh news. As I steal the screen from Pat, Candace Owens has cancelled her Auckland event.
And she cancelled it, eh? That's the headline I saw.
Yes. Now, this was the thing. Of course, she was denied entry into Australia because they said that her rhetoric and her messages would be harmful to Australian society. 100% agree. They made the right call. And usually when that happens, our immigration go, yep, cool. If they can't get into Australia, they can't get into New Zealand as well. But the minister, whose name escapes me right now, overruled that decision and said, yes, she should be allowed into New Zealand. Now, I said at the time, New Zealand's the sideshow here. If she can't get into Australia, she will cancel this.
Right.
Like there's just no point to come all of this way for one thing. But in that period where she's not getting into Australia and she hasn't yet cancelled New Zealand, there's still grifting to be done.
Mm.
You know, free speech unions banging the drum for all of that sort of stuff. But now we can thankfully go that this horrible, horrible person is not coming. And that's something I think we can all be happy about.
It's interesting, because there's also interesting things going on in America at the moment around the infighting from the MAGA right. You know, and it all stems around basically Israel, but the infighting around that and around what's his name, used to be on Fox News, Tucker Carlson's in there. I'm about to show you a clip from Mr. Man, I just don't care so much about the people. I don't even store their names. Ben Shapiro, and they're all the infighting going on to, I don't know, to get dominance maybe in a market that is now harder to penetrate. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it's funny. I thought what we might do as well, Chewie, we were going to talk a bit about, like super quick, about the American situation with the government being reopened. So seeing you've talked about Candace Owens, maybe we just do it right now because it's only a couple of minutes, because there seems to be do you know who Tizzy is? Tizzy Entertainment? He does, he's pretty big on TikTok. There's some criticism around him as well, this dude here.
Oh,
and
yes. Yeah. I like his stuff.
He's okay. There's some stuff in his background which people think are a bit questionable, but in general, he has come out and made culprit, so he's done the right thing about it. But his whatever this is, post, there you go, says this: 8 Democrats fold like cheap suits and make the last 40 days of resistance amount to nothing. Let's have a listen.
2 days ago, Democrats drew a line in the sand, said millions of Americans losing access to health care is a bridge too far. We will not concede to that. We will let you have all these other things in your shitty budget, but you have to cover that. Republicans said no, have basically been on vacation for 40 days.
We should probably explain as well, the one thing that the Democrats wanted was to ensure people wouldn't lose their health care. That was their demand. These people, these Americans can't lose their, and I think it's to do with Obamacare, and people are talking about, there's examples of people who pay $500 a month for their health insurance going to $2,300 a month. And that's all the Democrats had. And they were just like, of course the GOP was saying, well, you just pass it and we promise that we won't do that. That's literally their position. And the Dems said no. So the big holdup from the Dems was the Democrats not wanting Americans to lose their health care. And the GOP refused to buckle. And finally, I will show you this because the right are also saying, ha, Trump won, literally, I'll show you shortly. They caved.
And then this weekend, 8 Democrats decided to cross the line and go ahead and agree to this bullshit. Specifically, these 8 who...
I don't know if Fetterman can be called a Democrat anymore. You know, after his stroke, he basically became Republican, quite literally.
Incidentally, not a single one of them is up for re-election in 2026.
Oh, there you go.
That is so very convenient. Now, it's not completely over. There still has to be another vote, and there's rumors that even some of those who said yes now, are not going to. There's even some Republicans, allegedly, who may be saying no. But, like, what was the point? There is no show of strength. There is no, like, what the fuck is the Democratic Party doing? Anything? Anything, any resistance, even if you lose every single battle, just to see you fight would be something. I can at least appreciate that Ro Khanna's out here calling for Schumer to resign. Not that Chuck Schumer told those people to do that. As I understand it, he's upset that they crossed the line, but they ain't afraid of him. They ain't worried about it. It just had to hold the line. They just had to hold the fucking line.
So you got the point. You got the point from Tizzy. And the thing I wanted to show you is the right are now basically going, ha, we won, quite literally.
Why does he look like a Lego man?
Because this is
Lego here.
This is his Lego avatar. But I mean, you would sort of almost expect someone to go, well, it was good that the Democrats finally saw sense. They're not saying that. The right aren't saying that. Have a listen.
Well, folks, at long last, well over a month, it appears that we are now nearing the beginning of the end of the government shutdown, because last night, Democrats in the Senate caved. They gave their approval, 64
caved
votes, to moving forward with the procedural vote, which would move toward the end of the government shutdown. And make no mistake, Democrats lost. President Trump wins, the Republicans win, Democrats themselves know that they lost. Now,
there you go. So that's the right's narrative. They've got no fucks to give. They're like, haha, we won, you lost. And so those 8 Democrats have just given the win to Trump, who's now going to spend the next 6 months going, I always told you it was big and beautiful. It's such fake news that they were doing. And they've given him a pulpit to stand up probably for the next, well, I think the next one's in January. They have to raise the ceiling again. But yeah, it's just sickening. What I agree with Tizzy. What was the point? What was the point in holding the line for 40 days?
I don't think we can be too harsh on Ben Shapiro. I mean, famously, he's a man that's probably never made his wife come. So maybe we shouldn't be too mean to him. He's got a lot on his plate. I want to read just a very short post from a federal worker that I know that has been on, obviously, holiday this whole time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put it up on screen because I don't want to dox her or anything like that. But
or him, her or him. It might be him. We don't know.
Them.
Her or him, them.
And they say paying bills using your savings is really depressing. And then I take a gander at my health plan costs for next year to make myself even more depressed. Yeah, apparently, I'm expected to pay up to $24,000 US. That's deductible premiums, maximum out of pocket.
So $500 a week
to cover me and my partner.
$500 a week, people. Think about that. Whānau living in New Zealand complaining about our health system. They're paying $500 or part thereof per week to get healthcare. If they don't use it, if they don't use that healthcare, they're paying $500 a week to have it prepared to be used in case they need it.
And just if that doesn't sound stressful or batshit insane enough, both of them are cancer survivors.
Ugh.
And their partner,
pre-consisting.
Their partner, pre-existing.
Pre-existing.
Their partner, the drugs, the infusion that their partner has to take is the thing that is holding the cancer in check. Not reversing it, won't reverse. Holding it in check. So if they can't cover that, no cancer drugs.
Sheesh.
They end their post by going, Jesus fucking Christ, I hate it here.
Haere mai. Come. Welcome home. Come. Hang out.